All right, let's give Sunday's daily puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called Zoom In, Zug Out. It's white to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Okay. So Zug Out is in the name. We're gonna have to find some Zugswang move at some point. Take a look at this. So Zoom In makes me think that I'm gonna want to move towards the king. This check looks kind of interesting to me because it opens up the diagonal a little bit. But the king just has so many moves, no matter what I do. This check looks kind of interesting. And then I have access to this square, protected by my knight, which also seems cool. So I'm definitely going to have a check after this. But the king could go a lot of different ways. Obviously can't trade queens. I'm not winning this game with just a knight. This feels like one that I'm probably not figuring out. But this definitely looks like the most interesting move to me. It's just, I guess if the king goes this way, it's probably in some trouble, I would think, right? So if I go here, 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 then I probably go here. And the king has a couple moves. Oh, wait, no. Okay, here, either one of these moves, I think, ends up with the king in the corner. And then once the king gets to the corner, the knight can jump to here. Is that mate? It is. Okay, so I would have a checkmate there. So the king can't go that way. So if I go here, and the king tries to go this way, check. I don't know. This seems really hard to calculate. There's no reason I would go here, right? I have to get my queen close to the king. And it feels like this is the best way to do that, I would think. It feels like the king just starts leaking up here, though, and then I'm not really sure what I do. Alright, so I should be thinking about forking squares, I guess, with my knight. So right now I'm going to be jumping onto a dark square with the knight, so I won't be able to attack the queen. So I'd have to make two knight moves to be able to fork the queen, and it feels like probably that's what I want to do eventually is fork this queen and the king. It feels like this is the best way to muscle the king around. If this isn't the line, I don't know. I'm just going to go for this. Okay, and then I think I probably go here. Weird that the king moved here instead of... I would have thought this square would have been better. There must have been something there with it. If it was here, I don't know. But I'm assuming this has to be the next move. I'm just going to do this. Okay. And now what? It seems like the king really doesn't want to go to this square for some reason. Or, wait, no. That was its first opportunity to go to that square. But what am I doing now? I mean, I'm just guessing at this. This is not a well executed puzzle at all. I'm just kind of felt like those moves felt good. I don't know what to do here. So checks are, I have a check here, here, here. I can't trade the queens, so I would also be losing the knight there. I mean, it feels like it should be this, but I don't know why. I guess that would force the king here. I feel like I must be forking at some point, unless I can skewer the king. Like get the king away from the queen and then skewer it, which seems really hard. All right, well, if I did this right now, the queen would have to take. Is there some benefit to that? I don't think so. I want to go here, kind of, but I guess, so then the king has to go here. So go here, there, and then is there something to this? How am I forking this? I feel like that's what this has to end in. But like I said, the queen is not on a square that can be attacked by the knight right now. So it would take two knight moves to be able to even get into a position to fork, or I have to force the queen to move, which is, I don't really see how I could do that. Here, here, here. I mean, it feels interesting, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to have to give a check with this knight at some point, I feel like, just to get it onto a different square to maybe eventually be able to attack the queen. And it seems like the king is avoiding squares where I can check it with the knight, other than this one that it's on right now. But all right, I don't know. It's not that. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Just not a single clue. Is it this? Okay. I have no idea what's happening now. So it's something really strange. King. Oh, Zugswang. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so the king is trapped right now. And I was thinking about that type of deal. So what can the queen... Wow. And it matters where I move the king, huh? It seems kind of strange. So I mean, I feel like it must come towards the king. Oh, no, I can't. I probably can't give black a check. Is probably the point. Where could I go? Here? No. Feels like there's a check no matter where I go. Because I'm threatening mate here if the queen leaves. Yeah, I don't know where I go. I can't move on to that diagonal. Is it this square? Yeah, it is. Wow. That's the only square. Because the queen can't go here. My knight has it protected. You can't go here. Yeah. That's cool. And this is just mate. Wild. Okay. I don't fully understand how forcing those first few moves were. Let's take a look at this in analysis. All right. So yeah, this move looked cool because I'm threatening to get to this square, so I'm going to be able to check the king twice for sure. I calculated that if the king goes this way, it's going to be checkmate because I force it into the corner and then the knight jumps here. So the king is going to have to move in this direction. I wasn't really sure why. There were still two options. What's the why doesn't this work? Queen f3 check. Okay, the king just gets forced into that spot no matter what. It looks like probably here, e1, and then I just go here. All right, so no matter what, I force the king onto this square, and I have the same threat. So I'm here, here, only move, and now is where things got interesting because so I'm kind of threatening that checkmate, but the queen's protecting, so it doesn't look like that big of a threat. But the king can't move at all. So if I move the king, the queen has to move, and the queen has no good squares to move to. What's wrong with this, actually? Oh, this is mate. That's nasty. Oof. Okay. Yeah, so the queen just doesn't have any moves. That's wild that a queen doesn't, like, that. This is such a crazy Zugswang position. So I just need to move my king onto the one square where black can't give a check, and that happens to be this one right here. I can't move onto these squares because of the queen on the diagonal. There's checks. There's checks everywhere else. I can't move onto this third rank at all. What was wrong with that square? Oh yeah, this. There's just a check everywhere, so I have to go here. Black can't check me, and then it just doesn't matter what black does. Anywhere they move is checkmate. That's so wild. Just not a single good move with the queen. What about this one? Oh yeah, then I just take it. Okay. So doesn't matter. Next move was I don't know why the game isn't giving it to me right now, but oh, I did a different line. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so the next move was, I don't know, the queen I think went here. Or here maybe actually. And then I just checkmate here. Wild Zugswang there. I don't know if I should have gotten it. I mean, it felt like that had to be the line early. That king move was really strange. I just didn't arrive there. But very cool puzzle. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.